Right, well, hello there. Back again. It's been about a month since I last come on here. This is Saturday the 29th. I've made a few alterations to the little things with me lighting. I had a bit of problem with me lighting. I went and blew a couple of me little LEDs by plugging the wrong power adapter in. So I've now made all my LEDs 12 volt. So I had a bit of work to do by soldering all the LEDs up with put little made sure they all had the resistors on. So they're all now 12 volt. Plus I've put a little I've got a little multi-way switch I bought, which I'll show you in a minute. So I can switch individual items on as I want them. There's one thing about this layout of mine when you've got to make alterations to your wiring is I raise it up to the ceiling. I raise it up to the ceiling and I can walk under it. I did show this in my very first video I made, but I'll show it again. Then I've got this hoist. What I have to do is move the track back a bit, move the track back this way, move the track back a bit away, centralise it a bit, and then I've got this hoist. The beauty of that is when I want to do any work under it, I ain't got to break me back getting under it. I can get right under it and I do any soldering. So what I had to do there was like I'll put little resistors. I'll put little resistors on here on each one. I bought a few new items like this multi-way block there, which I've got all my station lighting wired into there. This lot here hanging down is because I separate that. Sometimes I have to split that there on that little thing, because this centre section, let's swing around a bit, all this centre section can lift out separate. See where it's recessed here? That centre section comes out and I can manage to stand up there and get to anything. It gives me easier access onto that side of the layout. So there you are. I had to do mainly soldering a lot of little resistors on under here for me 12 volt light, like there, little resistor there, loads of them. But anyway, it's a lot easier when you can stand under it, like I'm doing now. Just stand upright, position your soldering iron comfortable, and you can manage it all right. Right. The lighting along this road is that was already 12 volt, that one, all that lot. But that's fixed to the wall, so that runs off of one power adapter. Right, and then I bought a new power adapter for this lot, which is 12 volt 3 amp adapter, which I'll plug in when I bring the thing down. 12 volt 3 amp adapter to do all the rest of the lighting. Right, so that is it. And now, I don't know if I can see this little made some. I did this little hotel. Did this better. I don't know if you can see that. I made a little. Made it as it was this block of flats. But I made it as a hotel, travel hotel. Right, so I've got table and dining area on that side, people in the sitting in reception that side, and a reception desk in the front there. And then I've got some people sitting on the settee in this one. Some beds in that top room, if I get the angle right. So there's some beds in that top one. There is some beds in the others, but the curtains are hiding it. So there's more furniture, tables and chairs in that one. So it just... I could come to the side and see a bit as well. So I had a little bit more interest, I think. Right, so now we bring the layout back down. That's back in normal position. Just push that over, so it's up against the road. And we're back to normal running. Back to normal running. There we are. Now I upgraded these Belisha beacons from. I got these for about, what was it? About £6. These Zebra Crossing £6.99, including postage, off of eBay, and they are running direct off the 12 volt by switching them. What I did have, one of them I broke. I had this one what you got from Gauge Master, and it was about 20 odd quid, but it ran off of a little battery pack. But I've made, as I say, I've made everything now off a 12 volt, and I can switch them on and off. But they are, your two Belisha beacons. You have to solder a little resistor to them, and then you can run them off the 12 volt via a switch. So that's one update for me lighting. Redid the actual station lighting, as I say, because I blew my station lighting. That was on 3 volts, and it's now, again, that is all now on 12 volt. Oh, let's come back the other way, see it better. Right. The back scene over there with all the high street, that is on a separate. That's always been on a separate power supply. It's fixed to the wall and not fixed to the actual layout. It's fixed to the wall, and then I just push the layout up against it. So that's all powered independently from the rest of the layout. Now what I did for me lighting, I bought a new 12 volt 3 amp power pack. That how much was that? That was a power pack was £11.29 including postage, and that powers the whole of whole of the layout lighting. That's the street lighting, that lighting, the lighting up on that top end, the church, little bar down there, little pub. And it also powers, again, all these things are on separate switches now, whereas they wasn't before. They all used to come on, you have the lighting on or off. Right, so a new bit I've added is the fueling point there. I'll put a light underneath that and in the cabin next to it. So that's a new bit of lighting. And this has always been here. The engine shed, goods yard unloading bay, and the lights in the floodlights there, they've always been there, but I say they're all on now 12 volt, but I can operate them all under separate switches. Alright, so I've got this power bank switch, a little load of switches here, plug the 12 volt in. There, that's the new power supply. I could plug that in and disconnect it if I want to raise this up. So all these are now controlled individually. I've still got two blank switches to play with. So I've got me fueling depot there. That is me police your beacon one. And then I've got me buildings down the front here, and also the station right up at the end there, the end station and the church, all the buildings plus the end station. And then this one, what's this one now? Oh, that is the garage. That is the garage. Where the pumps are and the inside the garage. That's the switch for that. That again is individual. And that's the actual street lighting. And then that is the station, the actual station lighting. So I've still got two banks of switches. I've still got two banks of switches left for anything else I need to do. No, I could add some lighting to that bus station there later. I'm then thinking, let's get round here, take you on a trip round here. I was thinking I might redo that. Over there is the that hasn't got any plastic windows in it, that's all just printed. Thinking of doing some new buildings there and with some proper windows in, and then lighting them up. A new cinema I might get. So that'll add a bit more to that. What else have I done? Oh, well, I got some figures. Now, I did order this. See the Michelin Man? I ordered that Michelin Man 3D supplies, and I think they call themselves. And I've got the lady there. I've got various figures I had, but there's. Oops, you're going out of focus. The lady there wheeling the tyre around. You have to paint them yourself, mind you. And some other figures I got. But this Michelin tyre man didn't turn up. It was marked as delivered, and I said it wasn't in the box, the Michelin Man. Anyway, they apologised and they sent me that new Michelin Man, but then they also added a bigger one, which I was stuck on top of the garage. So I've got two Michelin Men. They're one on top of the garage, but he's a giant one, he is. So a few figures I got. There was a man and his girlfriend taking a photo of his girlfriend there posing by the lamppost, and got the ambulance crew outside the pub. Added some graffiti to the wall. Just there, that's all. Only that little bit. Another little thing I did have a curve point here and a curve point there, so I could swap from this track to that track. And I had the same at the other end under the tunnel up there. Well, I've done away with them because I could get to either track from all my main points that are down there. All along there, I could get from any track to any track from all them crossovers and everything down there. And I was having a little bit, some of the trains, these curve points was giving me a bit of jip with a couple of the locomotives derailing, which was what happened with me, what buggered me sound up last time when I got a short and it buggered the sound chip up. So I've done away with the two points that were here, and the two, it was the problem before was it was underneath that tunnel, and then it was trying to get it out from under that tunnel caused me to short it out and blew the chip. But my fault, I should have turned the power off before I tried to get it out. Anyway, you learn your lessons, don't you? Right, well, so that's that. Let's have a little bit of running session. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you found it of some interest. And don't forget, like and subscribe. And see you next time. So bye for now.